Hi guys, it's me and I'm in a new channel and it's purely on books because that's what I'm obsessed with, and so I thought what better way than to make a channel about books, recommendations on books, book talks, all of the above. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to show you some of my favorite books, and some of them I'll be going into more detail in other videos for some of the books. Some of them I won't. So, and I haven't read every single one of them. Just a disclaimer. Okay. The first one is Shiver by Maggie Stiefvater, and I have read this one, and it's really good. I finished this in like 3 days. It's pretty thin. But the second one is Linger, and I have it, but it's in my backpack. My backpack's all the way right there, and I don't want to disrupt the video, so it's green, and it is called Linger. Right there. So yeah, and it's pretty good. It goes through a lot in just that one book, and there's 2 more books, so yeah. So the third book in this series is Forever, and it is also by Maggie Stiefvater, and on the back there's just like this thing, it's something that she says, one of the main characters, Grace, says. There's 4 main characters in the book series. There's Grace, Sam, Isabel, and Cole. And there's also Rachel and Olivia. But they're more in the first book and just a little bit in the second book, but they haven't been mentioned in this. I'm still reading it. In fact, I just started it yesterday. I'm on chapter 20. So, yeah. I'm on page 95, so, yeah. Okay, and this is called The Truth About Forever by Sarah Dessen. I haven't got a chance to read all of it yet. I've read a little bit, like the first 20 pages of it, but what I've read is actually really, really good. I really look forward to reading this. I'm going to finish this, and then I'll probably move on to this. So, yeah, I'll probably finish it by Friday, and I'll start on this on Friday. So, yeah, it's about this girl. Her name is Macy, and her boyfriend, Jason, is going to brain camp. Like smart camp, I guess. So yeah, that's basically all I've read. And so my friend saw this and she was like, The Truth About Forever? So never? And I was like, yeah, basically. Okay, and this is called Distant Waves, and it's a novel about the Titanic, and it's really thin. It's like really thin. There's 5 sisters, 5 fates, they go into the Titanic, blah blah blah. You will definitely pick a favorite out of the 5 sisters. I'm just saying. I did, instantly. I was like, okay. Oh, she's my favorite. Oh, she's my favorite. So, yeah. But I'm not going to tell you which fate goes to which girl, because that would just ruin the whole book, right? Okay, so this is called Before I Fall by Lauren Oliver, and I haven't got to read this yet. It's pretty thick. It's 400 pages, I think. Yeah. But it's about this girl, and I think this and this is more set up for 12 and 13 and 14-year-olds. Because this talks about, here, I'll just read these back. What if you only had 1 day to live? What would you do? And how far would you go to save your own life? So yeah, it's pretty serious looking, I guess. because the last sentence in the prologue is, if you were like me, your last day starts like this. And so, yeah. And also, in these two books, there's a little bit of language. In fact, a lot of language. So if you're someone who doesn't like to read language, you might not want to read those books, but, you know, it didn't really bother me that much because I hear it sometimes, but, you know, it may bother you. Okay, and this is called The Tale of Despereaux, and I read this in second and first grade and, second, first, third, or fourth grade and fifth grade. And so I really like it. So yeah, it's a really good book. It's about a sweet little mouse named Despereaux, hence the name Tale of Despereaux. So there's some pretty awesome pictures in there. So yeah, it's a really great book. Okay, this is The Secret Garden by Frances Hodgson Burnett. And it was okay. I read it in third grade and I finished it in a day. But it's not great. This is the thinner version. Sorry, I'm sick. But there's a really thick version of it, so yeah. Okay, and this is called Inklings by Melanie M. Jesk, and it is really thick. It's about 400 pages as well. So it's book 1 in the Oxford Chronicles, and it takes place in Oxford, England. And it starts off quite odd. It starts out at C.S. Lewis's funeral. You know, C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Narnia books. So yeah. There's a Titanic series. Book 1 is Unsinkable. Book 2 is Collision Course, and book 3 is SOS, and they're all by Gordon Corman. And I read these in like 3 days. I think I finished one in each day. So it says A Dangerous Voyage begins, the first one, the second, A Threat on High Seas, and the third, Every Man for Himself. So yeah, can you see the books piling up right here? Yeah. Okay, I have 3 more books, but I only have 2 of them to show you guys right here. Okay. It's the Hunger Games series. And I loaned the Hunger Games to my friend, and I haven't got it back yet, but that's the Hunger Games, and it's by Suzanne Collins. It's amazing, by the way. And so, then there's Catching Fire, the second book, also by Suzanne Collins. And so, yeah, this book, at first there's not a lot of action, but then, like, in the middle, okay, so, like, right here on page, like, 100, something happens, and it turns the whole storyline around, so, yeah. And then the third is Mockingjay. It's the third, and this book takes a wicked turn. Like, there's so much sadness in this. And there's so many surprises, and I can't really tell you much because there's, like, a new surprise on every page, but anyway, so yeah, awesome. It's already at 9 minutes and 41 seconds. That's awesome. Long video. Yeah, but yeah, those are all the books for now. I will definitely get more, and I definitely will go into more detail on describing them. So yeah, bye guys.